What is up, guys? This is Mike with Mike Does Stuff, and here on my channel I do a lot of things. So today I'm going to get into a little function known as index and match. Now if you use Excel a little bit you might be familiar with VLOOKUPs, but this is my preferred lookup function. So with VLOOKUPs, the reason why I don't like them as much is because the data you need to look for, or your lookup value, needs to be in the leftmost column of the table array, which doesn't give you a lot of freedom if you ask me. But with index and match, you can look up anything you want in any area and find it quickly. So with that, I think it's a pretty good argument to why you should use index and match. We're going to get into it quick. I'm going to show you how to write the formula from scratch and make it real simple. It's real easy, so yeah, let's get into it. So guys, I'm going to get into why you would want to use index and match over a VLOOKUP. So let's start with a VLOOKUP so you could get where I'm coming from. Equals VLOOKUP, right? Now it looks for a value in the leftmost column of the table and returns a value in the same row from a column you specify. By default, the table must be sorted in ascending order. That seems like too many rules to me. But let's get into it, right? So open parentheses, lookup value. So we're going to look up A2, and we'll talk about that later. Our table array will do G2 through I9. So you can see the table's highlighted, right? Next, column index number. This is the column you want to return, right? So I'm going to look for a part number, and I want to return the price. So out of that, you have to think about, like, this is why I don't like VLOOKUP. You got to think about what is the column number. I got to count. Sounds like a waste of time. But anyway, just for entertainment's sake, I'm going to put in 3, right? Because that's what it should be. And then we want an exact match. So false. So you have here, and let's see. I want to return 115, the tire. And now it tells you we're going to format this as currency. Now it tells you $29.50, right? Checks out. If I want to look up 118, $900, checks out, right? All right, guys, so let's write our index and match formula right now, okay? So equals index, open parentheses. First thing, array. This is what you want to return. This is the data you want to get sent back to you from your lookup field. So we want to return unit price. So unit price is in column I. I2 through I9, comma. Now you'll see more. This is where it changes up. In this field, row number, you're going to do match, which is another formula. Open parentheses. Now you want to do your lookup value. What are we looking up? That would be A2. That's our lookup field. Next, lookup array. This is where you're going to find the corresponding number from your lookup field, and it matches the table array and returns the data you want to see. So our lookup array is going to be G2 through G9. Now, match type. This is the same in VLOOKUP as false and true. I always do 0 because I'm looking for an exact match, and then you do 2 close parentheses. Returns $900. What about item number 12? 112. 150 checks out. Now this is why you'd want to use index and match over a VLOOKUP. Because what if item number was in column J? I can't look that up with a VLOOKUP. Not like that. But index and match is flexible. I can do whatever I want. So now I know item number's in column J, right? So index. Let's look up. So we want to return. This is what we want to return, right? I2, same thing. I9, match, open parentheses, our lookup value, A2. And then this is where we want to find it. Oh, it's not on the leftmost column of the table? No problem. We still have it here. It's J2 through J9. Same deal. Ladies and gentlemen, this is how you get it done. Screw VLOOKUPs. I'm tired of rearranging my table array. I could do whatever I want. Okay, so now I'm going to show you guys how to look up data that's on another sheet. So basically we have, this is what I'm going to look up, and this is where I'm going to put in my formula, and this is where it's going to get returned, right? So let's get into it. Equals, index, open parentheses. Now, this is what we want to return, right? So I had columns G, H, and I. So I want to return column I here. So sheet 1, that's where the data lies. Exclamation point, I 2 through I 9. Now, match. Our lookup value stays on sheet 1. Our lookup value, no need to reference sheet 1 here because our lookup value is on this sheet we're working on, which is sheet 2. So that's going to be A2. Now, our lookup array, where are we going to find the lookup value in the table array? That's sheet 1, exclamation point, G2 through G9. We want an exact match. Enter. Nothing found, right? But I want to look up 1, 2. Huh. There it is. Format as currency. Let's try 118. $900. Easy as that. Here's another tip for you. If you don't want this stuff to move, say you want to drag, you want to look up a bunch of different stuff, and you don't want these to, because like if, I'll just show you for example, if you don't want these to move, ready? Every time I automatically fill this down, the table array changes. You see here, now it's I3 through I10. Here it's going to be I4 through I11. That's going to be like I5 through I12. And it keeps going down and down. Eventually, you're going to get to a point where it's not going to return anything. So in your first formula, if you want it to all stay the same, you put a dollar sign before the I and a dollar sign before the number reference. And you put that here, you put that here, and you put that here and here, here and here. So you see the dollar lines, and that locks it. Ready? So those are all done. Now you can see at the bottom it's still the same. So I could put anything 112, it's all going to come up 117, 118, 113, 115. So, and that's it. That's index and match. And I think it's really useful when you're trying to do a formula on the fly. And what I suggest is not using Formula Wizard. You learn how to write the formula yourself. So what I suggest is learning how to write this formula. I have it memorized in my memory. I'm not a genius. I just use it a lot. But I'm going to show you how to remember the same thing. And you do this a couple times or hundreds of times, whatever it takes. But it's worth knowing instead of using Formula Wizard. It's just way easier. So equals, index, open parentheses, array. What array means is the data you want to return. So the values you're looking for. So once again, sheet 1, exclamation point. It is in GHI 2 through I9, comma, match. Start in the new formula. Open parentheses, what we want to look up. I still want to look up A2. That's where the data is I'm looking for. Comma, lookup array. Where are you going to find A2 in the table array on the other sheet? Sheet 1, exclamation point, G2 through G9, 0. Exact match, 2 close parentheses, still comes up. Guys, index and match is really simple. I think it's way better than VLOOKUP. There's plenty of lookup formulas, but I don't know. This is the one I use. This is the one I like. And now you know how to use it if you got data on another sheet. Won't get into another workbook, but that's possible too. So yeah, please let me know in the comments any other Excel tips you want to know, and I'll make a video for you guys. If you enjoyed this content and you found it helpful, please like the video and subscribe to the channel. And with that, Thanks a lot, guys, and have a good day.